What if I told you the first step to make 10K online isn't drop shipping, drop coursing, AI influencer, or starting a YouTube channel? It's literally just texting people on an app that you already have on your phone. And using that, I went from zero to consistent 10K every single month in 90 days. Yeah, 90 days. Using this exact method. So, here's the blueprint. The craziest part about this was I started this when I was 17 with a phone number and zero business experience. Most people overthink this. They think that they need a website, they need a funnel, they need paid ad, they need personal brand. You don't. You need three things: a phone, a list of business owner, a proven message, and that's it. Let me show you the entire system. June 2024, my entire outreach system essentially just collapsed overnight. That was when Apple permanently banned my phone number for suspicious activity. And you might think, what was the suspicious activity again? Do you scam people? Do you spam people? No. All I did was I sent 100 messages every day to business owner doing B2B outreach. And honestly, from there, like using my phone was my only option to essentially use it free because I don't have any money at that point. No money, no capital, no nothing. I have two options. First, give up, get a job, maybe try it sometime again, or figure out a different way. So I choose option two. And here's what I learned. Sometime losing your main channel is the best thing that can happen to you. You might not realize it when it happened to you because it fucking sucks. Everything that you built is gone. But because it happened to you, you're forced to innovate and find better solution. So what I did for the next, I don't know, what is it, fucking 3 months, I tested everything: Telegram, Instagram, DM, Skype, email, what else? Reddit, Discord. Nothing worked. I tried everything, but nothing worked. And the reply rate was terrible. I was getting 1 or 2 reply per week versus the 1 or 2 hour, 1 or 2 per hour I was getting with SMS. And then I tested whole just a Chinese app or like WhatsApp, or I don't know if that's a Chinese app, but like an international app that people use outside the US. Like it's an afterthought. I sent 10 messages and I got multiple reply immediately. That's when it's just click. I found something that finally worked. I found a gold mine. And here is why. WhatsApp is the most underrated business tool in 2026. Reason one: global reach. With active 2.7 billion active user, you have prospect anywhere. You from the US to China to London to France, and they check regularly because essentially it is the way that people communicate. Unlike email or like SMS, which is very, very personal. SMS is very, very personal. Email is just like, okay, you can let it sit there for a while. I have like almost 20,000 unopened email. But the WhatsApp is like, oh, you have WhatsApp group with your friend, you have WhatsApp group with, I don't know, your girlfriend or whatever. So that is where you get to people easier. Number two, it gives you higher trust. When you message someone on WhatsApp, it feel more personal than email. It's the app that they use to talk to friend and family, and that familiar create trust. It's the same thing as if you're going to a bar and you find a group of people. If you went up to them talking so casual, they're more likely to trust you compared to that you go, oh hi, hey, oh this, and you just kind of seem kind of nervous. If you go up all confident, like, yo, what's up, John, whatever your name is, and blah, blah, blah. Even if you get their name wrong, they'll introduce themselves. You introduce yourself. Oh, my bad, I haven't introduced myself. That create familiarity. Three, email have a spam filter. SMS have carrier block. But WhatsApp, it doesn't have anything really specific. Your messages go directly to the phone, and then they have notification and they see it. It gives better deliverability. You don't have to go through phone violation or blah blah phone law. You can use WhatsApp. Four, you can scale without getting banned. And this is what was the game changer for me. With WhatsApp SMS, you're after one or two ban, you're done. Your number is blocked and you're on like a no call list or whatever it's called. With WhatsApp, you might get temporarily restricted for like 2 or 3 days. You go in there, confirm your phone number, boom, you're unblocked. So I've sent thousands of messages on WhatsApp and never got banned. So here's exactly the blueprint I use to get WhatsApp money, to get WhatsApp running and consistently making money. This work whether you're selling a service, doing lead gen, agency work, uh, if you're trying to reach out to your boss to make a pitch, anything work. If you're trying to make a pitch to move more to a company, or you're just trying to get a client. First thing, pick your niche. You need to solve a specific problem for a specific type of business. And here's my framework, okay? You need to ask yourself three things. Who has some money? So my kind of general rule is businesses doing 500K to 5 mil. Because if you can make them 10% more um, businesses, then say 10% more of 500K, you're making them 50K. And they don't mind paying you what, 5, 10K or like 5K off of it. No problem. Second, who has a problem that you can solve? You need to look at your skill set. Do they need more customer? Do they need more better system? Do they need a website? Do they need to save more time? Those are the things that you have to see if you can solve. Last, who can you reach? You must have accessible phone number. Either as phone number, email, blah 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 blah. But some of the thing that's out of the question is typically like um really big corporation. You don't even know who's on top. You don't even know who's making all the decision, or like factories. You don't even know who you'd call for factories. Have something that they have public profile available, like a plumbing businesses, a landscaping businesses. They need a main phone number for customer to call. In turn, you can call and pitch your business. So my niche when I was starting was local businesses that need more customer, specifically home service company, med spa, auto shop, landscaping, plumbing, real estate agent. And why did I pick that? Because they all have the same problem. They need their appointment book, and I can solve that with an outreach system. Like I said, your niche might be different, your thing might be different, but pick one and start. Don't try to sell to everyone, sell to one niche. Phase three, two. Phase two. Build your offer. This is where most people fail. They try to sell something complicated. Keep it simple. Keep it so that a 5 years old. This is something that I've typically asked myself. Oh, what would a 5 years old think when I say these words? Would they understand it, or would they just look at you like a dumbass? So my offer is I'll book you 5 to 10 qualified appointment per month, and you won't get paid when you get the result. Think how easy that is. Or I'll book you 5 to 10 client per month from website or from advertising. Simple. That's it. No complicated funnel. No, oh, let me do website design, SMS automation, blah 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 for you. All I said was, I get you the customer, you pay me. Simple as that. And price it based on your value. So if it costs customer is worth if their customer is worth $1,000 them, uh charge 200 to 300 per book appointment, or you can charge a grand or 2 grand or monthly retainer. If a customer is worth 5, 10 grand, this is very, very likely if you're doing something more medical or more law, you can charge them maybe 2 to 3 grand per customer. Crazy. Facebook, get your lead list. So all you need is his phone number, and here's how you can get it. First, option one, menu scraping. You can do that, just copy and pasting, put in the thing through Google Maps, Yellow Page, Business Directory. This is very, very time consuming. Some you can use like I forgot what it's called. Like there's scraper online you can just use to scrape it. Um, it is very time consuming, but it's free. Option two is you can buy a list that's pre-qualified and everything like that. You can do that through Uplead, Apollo, any lead databases. Um, use Armor's lead list is terrible. Um, yeah, those type of thing. It costs you money, but it saves you time. I typically spent about $300 to $500 on lead list. Um, when I was getting a client from my client. Option three, scraping tools. You can go and scrape this, so you can go use Outscraper, Phantom Buster, uh, use Artemis. Use Artemis. There's a couple of Google tools as well, but I just can't think of them on top of my head right now. But yeah, those are a tool. They're kind of like a middle ground between free and pay. You kind of have to do some of the work to scrape everything, but it's still pretty good. And first, you need at least 500 contacts to start. Build a Google Sheet with their business name, the owner first name, the phone number, the location, and industry. That's all you need. Phase 4. Set up your WhatsApp system. This is probably the cheapest tool you probably gonna get to get started. It's either you want to risk your phone like I did, or try WhatsApp. The first is WA Bulk Sender. So there are a couple other alternatives to this, but this is what I use. So I send out 30 to 50 messages per day on a random interval of 1 to 3 minutes between 10. Only send about from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. local time, or 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. That's a max. Cap that out. Personalize every messages. So here's one of the messages I use. Hey, name. This is Quan. Quick question. Is business name open to getting 5 to 10 more qualified customer per month? We help businesses in the city to add 20 or 40K in revenues using our appointment setting system. Would you be open for a call tomorrow? Simple, direct, value focus. All right, almost. Phase five. Start sending. So track everything in a spreadsheet. Messages sent, reply received, positive or negative response, call book, deal close. Track all of that. Your first week, you'll probably suck at that. Probably first month, you'll be suck at it. That's normal. But by second or third month, you'll start seeing a pattern. Which message work, why it work, which industry respond, what time of day you get more reply. Track everything because the more that you track, the easier you can kind of maneuver. And always double down on what works and cut what doesn't. Phase six, close deal on call. So when someone or reply interested, don't try to pitch your service over messages or over the phone call. Never, never do that. It might work. Sometimes I have sold thing over the phone before, but most of the time they lack the commitment. And when they reply they're interested, make sure within 24 hours, book them on a call. So here's the call framework that I use. First, build report, understand the problem, present the solution. So when you understand the problem, make sure you really dive deep into this. Think, oh, what um what phone call they're using, and like what system that they're using, who they're sending to, who's the target audience, how much money they're making, what's their problems. Just get that everything into there, and then you pitch. Once you pitch, shut the fuck up. That's all you gotta do. And then it's either they're gonna say, "Oh, great, let's move on." From there, get a credit card, send them a contract, get paid. Or if they have, "Oh, that sound great and all, but this is too expensive." Handle the objection, just say, "Oh, this give you more value, blah 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 blah," and then re-ask the question. Are you ready to move forward? Say yes, okay, send them a contract, get paid. Boom. Don't overcomplicate this. You're not selling 50K services, you're selling an appointment. It's simple, it really is simple. It's either benefit for them or that's it. It doesn't matter if you don't get the thing. Okay, cool. You always have other people that you can call and pitch service to. Never put yourself in a position where you need the thing more than them. So that's pretty much is the blueprint. This is how you make the money. And it will take you time to get started, but once you have started, it will start to make money. Okay? And last but not least, I want to tell you something. So here's a mindset that essentially has changed everything for me. I stopped thinking like someone trying to make money online and start thinking like someone is solving a real business problem. So when you miss a message, a business owner saying, I can get more client, you're not being salesy or you're not being forward or something like that. You're offering something that they need. That's all you gotta think about it. Every business want more customer, obviously. Every business need better system. And you're just the one giving them what they need, and that's it. So the other thing that I always stick to, I stop waiting for everything to be perfect. Perfect condition, perfect time, perfect this, perfect that. Your messages doesn't need to be perfect. Your website doesn't need to be perfect. Your offer doesn't need to be polished. Just start sending something out. You learn more from experience than you actually just sit there and wait for the theory to come. That's pretty much it. Okay. If you want 510 qualified client through a system I created, check out my auto seller system generation course. But other than that, later.